If you're one of the ones working while the rest of the world is asleep, you get it. It's not just a job. It's a completely different way of life. Today, we're going to dig into the real challenges of that life and, more importantly, explore a new path, one that's actually built for your clock. Picture this. It's 3 a.m., the quiet in the office is so deep you can practically hear the hum from the fluorescent lights overhead. The only other sound? The slow, steady echo of the security guard's footsteps down the hall. For Jake, that hum from the vending machine, well, that's the soundtrack to a shift. He's standing in front of it again. It's his constant companion in the quiet. He's rubbing his eyes, trying to fight off that deep, burning exhaustion, and just punches in the code for a candy bar. That stale chocolate? It doesn't help. Not really. All he can feel is his belt digging into his waist, a little reminder that it's just a bit tighter than it was last month. But you know what really stings? The thought that's making his chest feel heavy is that he missed his daughter's bedtime stories. Again. This is way more than just needing a good night's sleep. It's that kind of exhaustion that settles deep in your bones and even deeper in your heart. It's the feeling of just surviving the shift instead of actually feeling alive. Does any of that hit close to home? That feeling of being totally out of sync with the world and maybe even with yourself? I promise you, you are not alone in this. All right, let's talk about the physical side of this fight, because it is a heavy burden and it's one that millions of people are carrying every single night. Running on empty. That's how so many night workers describe it. You're pushing through your shift, but your body is just screaming for rest. Your tank is completely dry, but you have no choice but to keep on going. And look, this isn't just a feeling. It's a hard fact. The CDC confirms that if you work the night shift, you face a fatigue risk that is a staggering 30% higher than people working during the day. Your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, is just completely thrown for a loop. Let's put a face to that statistic. Think about Maria. She's a nurse on the night shift. She's doing her rounds, but she's fighting this constant yawn. Her eyes are drooping. The coffee just isn't cutting it anymore. And in her line of work, that lack of focus can be downright dangerous. Or what about Tom? He's a long-haul truck driver. It's 2 a.m. and his only food options are at some lonely gas station. He grabs a donut, not because he really wants it, but because it's quick and it's there. And month after month, he feels his jeans getting a little tighter. This whole cycle of being exhausted and gaining weight can feel absolutely impossible to break. But I really want you to hold on to this thought. A real solution is on the way. Now, let's switch gears and talk about something just as heavy, maybe even heavier, the toll this takes on your heart, on your connection to the people you love most. It's this profound kind of loneliness, isn't it? Your family's sitting down for dinner together, laughing, and you're eating a meal by yourself in a quiet break room. You get home just as they're waking up. You're living on a totally different timeline. Think about Sarah. She works overnight at a call center. During a quiet moment, she pulls out her phone and just starts scrolling through pictures of her son's soccer game that she missed earlier. And she feels that pang, that feeling of being left out. It's just this heavy, constant weight. So what do we do when we feel that disconnect, that loneliness? A lot of the time, we reach for comfort. That pint of ice cream at 3 a.m. It isn't really about hunger, is it? It's about trying to fill that emotional void, even if it's just for a moment. This feeling of isolation is so tough, but listen, it does not have to be your reality. There is a way to reclaim that connection, and we're getting to it, I promise. Okay, so we've talked about the physical toll, we've talked about the emotional toll, but there's another layer to this frustration, and it's that feeling that the entire world just wasn't designed for you. I mean, you know these battles inside and out. That sudden energy crash right in the middle of your shift. The intense hunger that just spikes out of nowhere at 2 a.m. That brain fog that makes it so hard to stay sharp, all while you're feeling the pressure to perform at your best. And oh yeah, those overwhelming cravings for junk food. Honestly, this slide says it all, doesn't it? It's almost comical. You try to look up some health advice, and what do you find? Eat a big breakfast at 8 a.m. Yeah, you're fast asleep. Go to bed by 10 p.m. Your shift is literally just getting started. And the classic, avoid late-night snacks. For you, that's your lunch break. It's not just unhelpful, it's completely frustrating. You don't need advice that works for someone else. You need advice that actually fits your life. So let's stop talking about the problem and let's start building the solution. Okay, We've laid it all out. The exhaustion, the weight gain, the loneliness, the frustration. We have looked at this problem from every single angle. So, what is the answer? What is this game changer I've been hinting at? The answer is a strategy called intermittent fasting. Now hold on, forget everything you think you know about it. This is not some crazy restrictive diet that was designed for the 9 to 5 world. This is a powerful tool that you can actually adapt to fit your schedule. Here's the most important part. Intermittent fasting isn't about what you eat, it's about when you eat. It gives you a structure that you are in complete control of. By creating a consistent eating window, let's say 8 hours, that lines up with your day, maybe that's from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., you give your body the consistency it's been craving. This helps reset your internal clock, it helps reset your hunger signals, and it stops those 3 a.m. cravings in their tracks. It gives you sustained energy that coffee just can't touch. You finally get to break free from that vending machine cycle. I really want to leave you with this. You are not alone in this fight. Night shifts are tough. They are a battle. There is no question about it. But you are tougher. You absolutely have the strength to reclaim your health and your life. The first step isn't about changing everything all at once. It's just about asking yourself a simple question. What if my schedule isn't a weakness, but the very key to unlocking a new kind of strength?